Hey, GracePoint Church, Pastor Andrew. We are early in the series that we're going through the book of Mark, and we're looking at snapshots through the book of Mark, different segments of the book of Mark. I want to kind of give you a little bit of a background. So the book of Mark was chosen deliberately. So initially, we had crafted this sermon series going from Christmas until Easter from a bunch of different books, the four Gospels. We kind of did a compilation. And after assembling all that, we said, it would probably be nice if we as a church family could kind of read through one of the Gospels. So we chose the Gospel of Mark for a couple of reasons. So first of all, it's the shortest. It's a very fast-moving, fast-paced book. And so there's not some of the lengthy teaching sections in some of the other books. So we thought that would be a good reason. A second reason is that many, including myself, believe it was probably the earliest of the Gospels. So this was the first recording of the life and ministry of Jesus through the inspiration of the Spirit, recorded by John Mark along with the Apostle Peter. A third reason for the Gospel of Mark, and one that I've actually personally experienced, is so often when we think of the Gospels, we often go to Matthew for these extended teaching times, or the book of John. John's content is really unique. Luke has the most detail. And so oftentimes I think the Gospel of Mark becomes something that we look at and reference to somewhere else. And yet this was the first gospel that many unbelievers and believers alike read. And so with that in mind, I think the book of Mark has just such a powerful and unique message to us. And so I'm excited to be looking at the book of Mark together as a church family. I hope that you take advantage of the opportunity to read the sections that we're putting out in advance so that when you come in, you've kind of caught up. We're not going to be able to cover every verse through the book of Mark in the time that we have, but we're kind of telling you which passages that we're going to cover so you can read in advance. You got a little bit of a homework assignment. But I think as you do the homework assignment, by the time we get to Easter, you'll have read through the entire book of Mark, and that you will be able to enjoy the journey that John Mark takes us through with the inspiration of Scripture, looking at the life of Jesus. So I hope you join us for a journey, for snapshots through the book of Mark. I hope that you're doing your homework and reading through the book of Mark in preparation for each Sunday. I think that'll help you and myself get maximum value as the Spirit speaks to us and reveals to us Jesus in snapshots from the book of Mark.